This little 63 Nova has a lot going on. We've got binders and folders full of documentation here. But let me just summarize and tell you, it's got a full chassis underneath, the disc brakes all around, new Ford 9-inch rear end. It's a 5-speed trans. Under the hood is an LS 5.3 liter with atomic fuel injection, vintage air, blue cloth convertible top. The entire top frame has been chrome plated. It's subtle. You don't notice it right off the bat, but it's had a lot of extensive custom body work going for a nice, clean look. The list is going to be long. Got a lot of great stuff to tell you about this fun little 63 Nova convertible. Go to volocars.com, and that's where you can read everything about the car, look at about 100 pictures top to bottom, and that's where you'll find a price tag on every car we have for sale, along with a monthly finance option. That's at volocars.com. Now, if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the bell icon, and you'll be notified when the next video is posted. For right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. I might refer to my notes on this one here, but it has a Ride Tech suspension under the car. Up front, it's very nice looking. I don't know if it's polished stainless or chrome, but it's all tubular control arms, coil-over adjustable gas shocks, custom spindles, sway bar, you name it. Up front, it's got it all. The complete clip is all different. Has rack and pinion steering in front as well. Now, front to back is a welded-in structure, square tube structure welded right into the floors. There's supports that keeps it from twisting, so this thing's going to handle and corner real well. Just a lot of added support to the underbody of the car. In back, it's also Ride Tech 4-link system with polished tubular control arms, coil-over adjustable gas shocks. It's got 2.5-inch all stainless steel exhaust with MagnaFlow mufflers. It's all tucked up underneath there real nicely. Custom fuel system set up for the fuel injection. So it has a premium braided lines and the fuel pump, and it is a stainless fuel tank. It has a Willwood brake system, drilled and slotted discs at all 4 wheels, and everything was replaced. All the stainless braided hoses, custom emergency brake. The stainless fuel tank I told you about, the fuel filler neck goes behind the license plate. It would normally been on the quarter panel, so we'll talk more about that in just a minute. You look up at the motor, it's an aluminum oil pan, high torque starter with the insulation wrap around it. It has a Tremec TKO 600 5-speed trans with a hydraulic clutch and a Hurst short throw shifter. It was a new Strange Engineering Ford 9-inch rear end, heavy duty shafts, 373 posi, and I noticed the center section is aluminum. I don't see that too often. So underneath the car has just got a lot going on, all the good stuff. It's got the stance that we like, and it corners like a go-kart, and it stops on a dime, and it sounds great. You'll hear it how it sounds in just a minute. So I talked about body modifications. You look at it at a glance, yeah, it looks like a nice Nova. Notice how clean it is. There's like no emblems or trim. Now, just for an example, the bumper, where's the bumper bolts? They've been shaved off, which means they had to make custom brackets, and the bumpers are both sucked into the body closer. So it's just a nice, cleaner look. And the emblems and the trim, look up a picture of a 63 Nova. There's big rocker moldings and big trim all over it. That's all been removed and filled. Even the door panels, or door handles, I mean, it has poppers for the doors. This rear wheel well, they did a nice job. This is all redesigned. This is cut out so you see the big wheels. I had to look at pictures. This looks like factory designed it this way, but that is a completely reconstructed wheel well opening. Of course, we have a cowl induction hood here. So the condition of the body right now, this is all straight, lines up nice, fits good, no issues. It's straight. There's no rust, no damage. It's all smooth, lines up, all nice. It's all really good. There's no body work. Sometimes when they fill in things, it starts to come back and haunt you and crack and do that sort of stuff. I don't see any of that, and this was painted 8 years ago now. There is a hairline crack right here. Almost every convertible gets that right there. So the body itself's in really nice shape. They painted it Marina Blue. Probably one of the worst flaws right here. They got chipped and they brush touched it. The color is fairly close. It's not like it jumps out at you, but it's there. And as it's going by under the lights, it looks like water droplets. I don't know, something dripped on it and stained it. And it's kind of just in the clear coat. It's all the same color. It's just a texture thing. And you got to see it under these lights moving to even notice it. And this is all looking really sharp. There's a chip right here in the edge of the door. Yeah, that all looks really good. The bumpers are color matched to the car. So the paint's going to be very nice. Minor imperfections. Noticing the windshield's crystal clear, and I'm also noticing all this stainless trim is polished much better than most. It almost looks like chrome. This is beautiful. It's all sparkling. This has very light surface marks on it. Yeah, bow tie mirror, shiny. Any of the trim up here does look like it's been replaced. Looks like it has HID headlights. Also has a little chin spoiler tucked underneath that bumper. Now you got to go to our website. The top is beautiful. It's a dark blue cloth convertible top. That's very rich looking. It costs twice what the vinyl top cost. And then also look at the pictures of the convertible top frame. It was all taken apart and chrome plated. Somebody really spent some time and money on this car. It's got some Boss wheels. They're polished aluminum with hand-cooked tires. And the size is 17. Bear with me a second. 18-inch wheels. And these look bigger back here. No, they're both 18-inch wheels. A little bit wider in the back, though. Tail lights are nice and shiny. So that's the outside. Let's open it up. I got a lot more to show you inside. Okay, so there is a remote trunk opener inside. You hit a button and it popped right open because the trunk lock has been filled in. And you can see underneath here is painted real nicely, and the little alignment bumpers are there, and the weather strip's real nice. And inside the trunk compartment's been boxed and upholstered. Got carpeted floor, and it's got a Rockford Fosgate stereo system, subwoofer, amps. Put a Nova emblem here. It's pretty cool. So let me get that door for you. There you go. Remote doors. Door jambs are painted glossy. The door panel, armrest, that stuff's been replaced. Custom door handle, which I had on my notes that we are replacing the door handles. The one on this side is stripped, so those will be coming. It'll look something similar. So it does have a custom digital, Dakota digital gauges. And this whole dash is redone. They must have been an expert body man, because they'd like to clean up the outside and the inside. There would be a glove box door, there would be a radio, and it's all filled and smooth. And then they built this lower panel with some nice AC vents, black vintage air controls. Look at this funky steering wheel on a chrome tilt column. And then let's back up a second. This interior was gutted. It was lined with sound deadener. It has an auto wire system, all new wire harness, new fuse block. That's all been redone. Now, carpet's all redone. We got kick panel speakers. You got a center console here, 5-speed shifter, power window switches. I'm not sure offhand what those are for. This is your Rockford Bluetooth stereo system. So you just attach your Bluetooth and you make all your controls from here. Nice center console. You got the screen for the fuel injection. These are Pro Car Sport seats, very comfortable. Back seat is reupholstered as original. Got seat belts front and back. Side armrest, all that's redone. One other item we got to have the shop fixed is this visor doesn't want to stay up, so we'll We got the door handles coming, and we'll fix that visor as well. So underneath the hood of this little car is a LS motor. It's 5.3 liter, aluminum heads, MSD atomic electronic ignition system up on top. Got vintage air setup, heat and air. More added support. So this car is going to be a nice stiff ride. You put a motor and a driveline in a car like this, it wasn't designed for it. Well, now it is. But firewall, engine bay is all cleaned up real nicely. Got a big aluminum radiator with big dual electric fans, custom air intake, alternator looks new, billet brackets. That's an overflow for the radiator. This has power steering hiding down there. It's manual brakes with a Willwood master cylinder. It's got a hydraulic clutch reservoir right there. So yeah, it's got all the good stuff. It checks all the boxes of a high-end build. Seems very mild-mannered, nice, smooth idle. One of those switches on the console, I just figured out was for the power top. Not sure what the other one does. Smooth car. Very easy to drive. So I want to correct myself. The atomic is not the ignition system. That's a fuel injection system. So there you have it. Anyway, there's probably a lot more features I didn't even get into with the car, but everything's been redone. Car was done around 2015. It's been driven some. It's got some miles on it. This is a car you want to get in and drive. That's what it was built and designed for. And again, you just check all the boxes. LS motor, vintage air, custom chassis, the cloth top. The list just goes on and on. That's all stuff that you see in high-end builds. This has it all in a fun little Nova convertible. I bet it's just a blast to drive, shifting those gears in this little thing. Go to volocars.com, talk to the salesman. They'll help answer your questions. They'll help get this delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it at volocars.com. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon, and you'll be notified when the next one's posted. Thanks for watching.